Rural e-girls? Is that me?
Have you ever had the thought that if people just gave you money, their life would be pretty comfortable, right?
Yes.
Well, if that's what you're wondering right
Yes, I
about
think
now,
so.
then what if I told you a group of rural Gen Z e-girls on Douyin have come to the realization that, as it turns out, in order for free money to literally rain down from the sky, all you have to really do is utter the magic words, "Can I please have some money?" in a very, very nice way.
How do you say
Around
that?
2024, a popular
Wait, does this
hashtag
work?
begins to make waves on Douyin called "old man collapsing" or
Can I
"blow up
seriously
the old
play?
man." Now, old man collapsing, the trend, right, doesn't physically involve you pulling up to the nearest mahjong center, decking the first elderly man you see in the chin. No, it
Oh,
is
you've heard of
much
this?
worse than that.
Is this
because
common?
the trend and related hashtags
Oh.
often includes posts of
Oh.
pictures where people screen cap.
Wait, I need to read that. Honey, could you send me 40? I want to buy snacks. They're 20% off today. Love you, husband. I went to the beach yesterday to take... Is this meta? Bro! Have I been begging for money wrong?
The trend and related hashtags often includes posts of pictures where people screen capture themselves
is so
receiving
OP.
literal free money upon request from these so-called old men after simply asking for it in a conversation. The trend then catches mainstream attention in 2025, and recently in 2026, just
E-beggars,
this month,
bro.
over 20 articles have been published on Sohu detailing the rise of so-called old men allegedly getting rinsed online by Gen Z girls born between the 2000s and 2005. So,
Wait, I'm
after
in that
looking into
range.
the situation,
It's
me and
doable
the
for me.
executive brain cells up at the frontal lobe have decided that you, as the shareholders of the JGao channel, this phenomenon is going to be worth your attention.
It's literally me, bro.
Because who knows? Maybe you might be able to learn a few tricks of the trade if you catch my drift. But judging from the screenshots that we've already seen so far, you've probably gathered by this point that old man collapsing doesn't seem like to be a 4D chess move. It's not a elaborate
it's been
scam technique or
pretty
some
common,
illegal
right?
Nigerian prince email operation requiring a detailed setup.
ABGs.
No, you don't have to do all that just to get their money.
Beautiful
Because
lady, you
old
finally
man
replied to me.
collapsing is a completely legal and simple and now gamified way to squeeze money out of the emotionally vulnerable demographic of the male population. Okay? Now, let me elaborate on this point. Say you're interested in the business. You want to collapse an old man right now. How do you participate in old man collapse talk? Well, why don't I give you a detailed pitch of the theory part of the study first, and then we'll move on to some examples. So every scam requires two conditions to be filled. There needs to be a scammer, and there needs to be a scammy. Right? So similarly, in order for the old man collapsing trend to occur, two conditions must be fulfilled. The person draining the old man must always be, as what's shown in this photo, stereotypically known in China as the rural e-girl aesthetic, or spirited sister. Now this is a direct parallel to a 精神小伙, or spirited brother, a rural youth male delinquent stereotype known to dress in Alibaba designer merch and hang out exclusively in pool rooms and your local barbershop, where their day-to-day main source of income consists of bullying children and taking their lunch money. So spirited sisters is a female equivalent of that stereotype, but their operation is much more complicated than their male Neanderthal counterparts.
That guy looks like my cousin, bro.
Must always be a
I'm not even kidding though. Like that looks like my cousin.
The male Neanderthal counterparts. So the collapser
I'm
must
telling
always
you,
be
I swear to God,
a spirited sister.
It looks like my cousin.
I'm not a spirited sister.
He got that haircut too.
How can I still participate?
No, he has that haircut.
Well, you can pretend to be
one. It's an Asian haircut.
Put your
he might be
cap
my
on.
cousin, yeah.
So then on the other hand, we
yes,
have
that is my
the
cousin.
Old man. Now, ironically, in this case, the old man here actually does not refer to the old man you see playing chess on the streets. Contrary to the suggestive trend name, people born in the 2000s getting rinsed are referred to as qingdeng, or adolescent unks. People born in the 90s getting rinsed are referred to as middle unks. People born in the 80s getting rinsed are referred to as unks. And people born in the 70s and 60s are referred to as supreme unks or divine ancient unks. Which altogether forms the old man ecosystem. Okay, so that's the two parties.
Oh my God,
so
there's
upon
lots
identifying
of
your designated unk in the old man ecosystem, you may participate in the trend where one party, the spirited sister, would request money from the target, the old
tier
man.
List. Wait, what is that? 20 what? 20. Hold on, let me hide my head. Wait, is that yen? Is that yuan? How much is that in US dollars? 20 yuan. Is that like $20?
你现在发给谁？
发给老头了，也20多岁吧。
20多岁老头啊？
28了。我靠，牛逼！
He's 28. What?
The amount will then gradually increase from there onwards.
She can't
as the
afford
old man
$3?
gets more comfortable to small gifts and limited edition toys costing hundreds of RMBs. So as you can see, still a relatively small amount to keep the request
She's e-begging
affordable.
for $3,
because the goal
bro.
of the operation here is to drain the old man slowly but surely.
Oh,
until
it's a
he can
slow
no longer
process.
provide. And as soon as that happens, the old man is then blocked and therefore officially collapsed. It's like a gold mine that's ran out of bling, in
I
which
can't
the
afford
returns
free.
are then shared under
No,
the
for real.
hashtag on rural social media apps like Kuaishou or under the old man collapsed Douyin ecosystem, therefore recruiting more and more participants in the process as the
Ooh.
clips go viral. Yeah, TikTok trends ain't got shit on Douyin trends. They're kind of like data miners of the dating market. Start small, they start with a request on Douyin, and they move on to your more personalized social media and ask for more.
Wait,
over
I
there.
know
That's
that.
not a-
What? Okay, like look at this real quick. The girl has got the Kuromi profile picture. I'm telling you guys, the Kuromi girls are evil. They're evil. They're sick. And look at this. I recognize this profile picture. This old man is using a Hakuoki character from my Otome game, okay? It's from Hakuoki. I'm telling you right now. I know this.
Being used for your personal information.
I'm a
which
Sanrio
Proton,
girl.
oh, yes, sir, our old friend, can help you stop.
I
With
like
more than
cinema
100
roll.
million users today,
But
that's
I'm
100
more of a
million
My
users
Melody
harder to
type of
scam
girl, you
now
know?
because Proton
And
has everything
Usahana.
you need to be productive and
I like Hello
safe.
Kitty
A tool
too.
that I really
Actually,
like is
Kuromi
the
is
fish
cute
card
too. I like
detection,
Kuromi.
which offers
I like them all,
advanced phishing
actually.
protection, flagging potential attacks to keep your inbox secure. Although
I'm a
Proton is
Kuromi
larger than
girl.
that, since it includes a
Why am I
suite
Kuromi?
of privacy-first tools that
Whoa, what
includes
is this?
Proton Drive, VPNs,
Oh,
docs,
is this
and
hashtag
passes,
ad?
all designed to help users
I thought
de-Google
this
their
was
lives,
like-
in which if you do decide to do, then they have a migration
Wait, is
tool
this-
for an easy switch, allowing users to easily transfer emails and
This is like
calendars and
WeChat,
contacts
but
from
for,
Google or
like,
other
mail?
providers with just a few clicks. But more on the
Where's
privacy,
ball
because
knowledge?
Proton's encryption email works
I've
by
never heard of
ensuring that
Pro-
only you and the
Proton-
intended
Proton
recipient
Drive.
can read the contents of the messages. This
I'm
allows
a
you to control who
Kuromi
can
boy.
access
What
your
is a Kuromi
information,
boy,
helping you
Amina?
maintain ownership of your communications.
They're
So
always
if that's
crazy.
what you value,
No,
take back
that's-
your
no,
privacy,
for
start
real.
using Proton Mail for free with
If
my
they're
link.
like Sanrio,
And then,
they're
hey, if
like a
you're
little
willing to
bit,
let yourself
you know.
get scammed, then Proton probably can't help you. Okay, so
They
with
got
that
a
in
few
mind,
issues.
now that we're through with the theory part of the business workshop, let's get into some practical examples and victim responses. Yeah, so in this screenshot, for example.
What, wishing
shared
you
by an account
prosperity
called
and good
Romero.
fortune.
As we can see in her portfolio, she was able to diversify her investments, simultaneously collapsing 16 unks ranging from Gen Z
What?
to Gen X's, where the unk in question is
Wait, what are these like nicknames
collapsing
that she gave
16
them? Old man Bang loves to smoke,
unks
loves to treat people to
ranging
meals.
from Gen
The old man is easily fooled. Old man who's young
Z
and
to Gen
poor.
X.
Old man poor money, lots of trouble,
where the
poor.
unk
Who's stupid
in
and poor,
question
bro.
is shown willingly sending red packet transfers, right, as you can see detailed in the chat over here, same day after she went for the kill by dropping the "Have a nice weekend, big bro." I
That's
also do
all
like
it
the fact
takes,
that she
big
responds
brother?
with a "Why are you so nice to me?" which is an excellent maneuver instead of
That
a
is
regular
true.
thank you.
Why are you so nice to me? Is like top tier, like S tier manipulation tactics, right? Like it's like A tier, right? A tier is like, oh, thank you, right? Like they love it when you say thank you. Like A tier, but like S tier, why are you so nice to me? Like oh, it gets them thinking. It fires the neurons in their brains. You know what I mean?
Piss weak compared to that, as the man is clearly into the innocent
Crazy.
little
No, she's
sister
got a
vibe
history.
she's giving him. The red packets obviously then adds up significantly when
bum.
you do this to a group of people, with reports of some e-girls even able to make up to 25,000 RMB per month,
A
with a
month?
more concentrated unk
Why am I
portfolio,
working?
which is multiple times the
That's
average monthly wage.
4K.
So some people might be wondering at this point, why? Convince me, you know, as a scammy, you know, why would anybody
Why are you so
willingly
mean to
do
me?
this?
I'm
Give
not
free
mean
money
enough.
to some stranger on the internet. Well,
Look at her
I'm
nails.
glad I raised that point. But the reason why the operation is so easy to pull off is because the spirited sisters participating in the trend have, firstly, through the trials of time, learnt to utilize the inbuilt "the people around you" feature in the social media apps, which
What?
conveniently shows them who is single and lonely in their area.
What?
So this maneuver then grants them authorization.
What? What? You can just search for
shows them who is
unks
single and lonely in their
near
area.
you. Oh my god. This is actually the unk doxing.
So this maneuver then grants them authorization to access hundreds and millions of unks potentially across the same city, provided that the city is big enough, which it always is, because you know that shit can't happen in Melbourne. Therefore guaranteeing firstly an endless supply of old men for you to collapse, a higher pool of leads for cold emailing, as well as a higher success rate since the old man you're collapsing could very well be in the building complex next door, giving them an actual emotional incentive to give you the money in
Chat, is that dangerous? That is a little... Bro, I'm not gonna catfish the guy, like, my neighbor. That's a little bit dangerous.
hopes that they could one day see you face to face.
And I got ranked
since you both
matchmaking.
live so
Me
close.
too.
Matter of fact, I'll show you an example of this in real life. So in this interview conducted with these morally flexible individuals of society, we witnessed multiple spirited girls gathering in an underpass in rural Hebei. And when
What?
prompted the question on what they are doing, they replied to the camera saying they just be busy taking down old men all year round, which is a god-tier sentence. In which then the interviewer was taken on a day in the life living a
Bro,
god-tier sentence.
they are dressed
In
like
which
me.
then
They got the fucking anime girl fit. Bro, they're cooked.
the interviewer was taken on a day in the life
Ain't no
living
way.
as a member in their spirited sister friend group, where at a certain point a member in the group
Mino
details that her
documentary?
prices if you want to go out and spend a day with her, it's 188 yuan, and the interviewer, matter of fact, was even encouraged to try send a few texts to see if anybody bites. The interviewer even shows
works.
concern and expresses the question, well, what if I get blocked? And she was seen replying, that can't physically happen. As you can
That
probably
can't
tell,
happen
this
is
is obviously
crazy.
a business in high demand. And of course, I do want to note that the whole day's activity
Wait, they are
recorded in
kind of
the
cute
video
though, no?
is also funded exclusively by old men in their contact list. Okay, so that was a little peek into the megalodons of the industry. So now allow me to present the
You
other
know, someone will
perspective
support this
now,
and
the
say woman
planktons.
empowerment? Oh,
Because
for sure.
another interesting point to observe
For
is
sure.
that majority of the victims here willingly fall into the trap anyways. So I guess in a
This guy just said, come and destroy me. I want to be jumped to. Try crashing me. Come and attack me. I'm a middle-aged old man. You can't get fat in one bite. I'd be willing to let a young woman take advantage of me. My family introduced me to someone almost 30. We went out to eat together a few days ago, and when we got back, she accused me of being stingy. I don't understand. She picked out what she wanted to eat. It wasn't like I took her there.
sense, they're not really victims,
What?
if I'm being honest. As detailed by a few comments on this article, right? So I like how we get a bit of insider information on the collapsers.
I feel like it's
and
just
how
too hard,
the
right?
collapsees. A lot of transparency in the
It's
field.
too hard
So
for this to actually work
collapsee
unless you
says
want
that
it.
it's just a matter of perspective.
Oh, yes.
So
His
ready
name
to
is
hear him
Fat
out on this one.
Cow.
Spending a few dozen yuan to start my day well and adjust my work routine, it's better than being scolded by my spouse first thing in the morning.
Wait, this guy's
So
married?
it's a win-win situation. Besides, is even a few dozen yuan worth a lot of money? So
Oh.
basically, to
He's
this
down
fella
for it.
over here, as we just read, sending these girls money for a milk tea here and there, in return receiving good morning texts, I suppose, or do your best in your
What?
job texts, is worth the investment. It's a little boost, a little mental espresso to kickstart your day. And I mean,
Ain't
he's
no
an adult.
way.
If he's weighed up the options and have decided that it's a pretty good idea to keep this transactional
Bro.
relationship going rather than fix his marriage, then who
He's
am I, as
married.
a random YouTuber across the country, to say
Bro.
otherwise? Of course, if we then refer to the comment down under, this man, for example, is in it because he has decided that the reason why he's pursued this relationship is because he's figured out how to game the system. Turn the odds against the house.
Okay, he's
Turns out
locked
you
in.
can just drop some ad hoc requests and ask them to call you uncle in a cutesy way.
Here's a trick to avoid being targeted. Set a condition when they target you. For example, the first time, ask them to call you uncle in a cutesy way. Then send a photo, then a video. You'll find their standards lower and lower after that, so go for it. Bro, what? This guy is cope.
And then have them send a photo or a video and they will do it. all
He's
for money.
coping.
Right, so in his head, this is a generational W in his favor. And once again, no comment, besides the fact that if this is how it is, shit, go get the bag then. It clearly looks like both
No,
parties
for
here are
real.
benefiting. But of course, the most genuinely eye-opening argument in an attempt to justify this behavior that I have probably seen is from this article by Hanfei Observation, where a
No.
52-year-old victim, interviewee, bluntly stated that this is 70% cheaper than psychological counseling and saves 800,000 yuan compared to a divorce
Dude.
lawsuit.
I mean, that's true.
Okay, so in his case,
That
he's
is
pulled
true.
out the Excel spreadsheet, hammered in the numbers, and figured out that by not doing this, by not talking to another woman besides his wife, he is essentially making a financially irresponsible decision. Hey, I mean, because it even sounds like the article is justifying it. Like, yeah, but when you learn that his daily routine involves submitting the final version of a proposal at 2 a.m. and opening the door to find his wife and children sleeping soundly in the dark, breathing evenly, the allure of this low-cost emotional replenishment becomes concrete. Yeah, but for
Bro,
real, I do like the fact that the most
no
valid
way.
argument being pulled out here is, well, my wife and kids aren't giving me the attention and my job sucks. Surely you understand. But on a larger note, it seems like with the rise of the industry and the phenomenon gaining more attention in
It's
the
all
recent
Asian
months,
girls.
many accounts have been also popping up this year on Douyin and other platforms offering old man collapsing crash courses,
100K?
usually ran by
Ain't no
pickup
way.
artists to help you kickstart your career in the field. Where the victims that get targeted in the cases of these crash courses is now referred to as the low-tier emotional market, which is contrary to the social.
Bro, imagine you prefer paying for girls to say good morning to you because your wife nags you. No, for real. We're just like actually just get a divorce, no? Bro, it's calculating and casual cheating so he doesn't break up with his wife.
Training camps
Bro, and
designed
he
to
has
use the
kids,
same
and he has
tactic on
kids.
billionaires, which is known as the
No,
Hermes
Horo, it's
of the
different. It's
emotional
it's
market.
different.
So
It's different.
they've now gone
Watching
ahead and
VTubers is different.
segmented the market, which makes sense if you think about it. Socialite training camps targets billionaires. That's got to be a high risk, high reward, but high investment
If
operation.
you break up, you gotta
because
pay child
I'm assuming
support.
getting to the billionaire is not cheap. But then
Oh,
again,
I was
what are
gonna
the
say, not
chances
if there's
you're
no
gonna pull a
child.
Yekko, go through a socialite training camp and marry Huang Xiaoming, the A-list celebrity? Allegedly, I don't want no lawsuits. So for the average person with, I suppose, average ambitions, just wants to scrape by.
Counting it as part of your budget
an
like
old man
Netflix.
here, an
Yeah,
old
for
man
real.
there,
You get an
nothing
ABG
crazy, but Then
subscription.
you go the quantity over quality type shit.
They
So,
should do it.
what's-
They should actually do it though. Like, bro, if this market is so huge and they're like willingly paying for these girls and willingly getting scammed, they should just sell this. You know, there should just be like an app for this where ABG finds old man or old man finds ABG. Wait, does that exist?
in the dating market, anybody? Although
I feel
most
like that
recent
does
addition to the
exist.
news is that it seems like people are now posting complaints that there are now too many old man scammers online, causing people
Dude,
to
I'm
lose
cooking.
some faith in the dating market when they're trying to date for real, because all they're finding is
cheaters
people
app,
looking
yeah.
to conduct this operation. Will the situation get worse? I don't know, but the last thing anybody needs is one more service designed to target emotional vulnerability. But on the other hand, there wouldn't be
I'm
supply
telling
if
you,
there
it
wasn't demand in
works.
the first place. How about you subscribe instead, since you made it this far?
And it's like written like Tinder. Like imagine like to find like higher level like e-girls like higher level like the ones that are like renowned and like better looking or whatever, like, or have like a higher prestige, like you gotta buy the subscription so you have a better chance of matching with them, right? Like if you got the free tier, like there's a free tier, like you'll match with like local like low level e-girls, you know, like the ones that are like okay, like they don't know what they're doing, you know what I mean? But to get like the hot chicks, like the top tier prestige waifus, you know, you gotta lock in, you gotta get like the highest deluxe subscription, and you can send them like extra like galaxies, you know what I mean? To win over their love. I think I'm cooking right now. Yeah, it's like Tinder, but like for ABGs, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I can send them a rose. Send them a rose.